Let me know if you can hear me now. Oh my goodness. I can see all of you. I can see all of you. I can see your comments. Okay. There's sound now. All right. Okay, good. Thank God. I was just saying welcome to every one of you. Thank you all so much for coming back. I'm so excited to be back. It was unfortunate that you guys were not hearing me when I was talking, but I'm pretty sure it's better now that all of you can hear me. I'm so excited to be back. Like for 2 weeks in a row, we've not had a live stream, and that's not intentional. Like the first week, I was feeling really demotivated. The truth is, sometimes this whole thing just gets, overwhelming. We lose motivation sometimes and just need some time off in order to recoup and get back to the goal, and the original purpose why we even started in the first place. So I felt like I just needed to take a break, and I did. The last week I went to visit a friend because it's been years since we last saw. So we're just doing a lot of catching up and all. I just wanted that moment, to just be in that moment at that time. That's why I didn't do a live stream. I'm so sorry, fam. I'm sure you all understand. But I'm back now. I just thought to catch up with all of you. I felt it was somewhat rude and inconsiderate of me to just bring a topic at you, bam, after 2 weeks of absence. So today it's all about us catching up and checking on each other, know how we're all doing. So welcome as you come in. Give this stream a thumbs up. Share. I love what this person is saying. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Says the African YouTube community is on fire. Yes, thank you. We're on a mission to rebrand our continent by putting out the right narrative about our continent, so that's why we all work in synergy. We collaborate where necessary. We support each other when and where necessary. So thank you for recognizing our efforts. We appreciate you. Welcome. I can see all of you. You look even better. Yes, you see, I know. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I've also put on a lot of weight now. I feel it in myself. Like, I feel it. You see, a lot of weight. I'm just so lazy to start working out and to start shedding this weight. But I know the earlier the better. So I'm going to start. I'm going to quit being lazy. We miss you, Grace. Yes, I missed you too. I missed you so much. Good to be back. Let's talk at Kathy. She has lit fire in the Gambia. Who is she? Is she also a YouTuber? Let me know. And so how you all doing? I just want to know. Drop a comment. Let me know how you're doing, like where you're watching from and how you are doing. It's a Sunday. And did you people go to church? For those of you who are Muslims, did you go to the mosque on Friday? Given this COVID-19, places of worship, for instance, have been shut down as well. Although I heard that things are gradually opening up again, even here in Nigeria. This month, we were informed that things will gradually open up, like restaurants will resume sitting services, I think from the 14th of this month. So gradually things are opening up, and honestly, I'm so excited about it. I'm grateful. I'm just happy that things are gradually getting back to normal. Like, it hasn't even been funny. No, let's talk about that clown. Which clown? Is there something I'm missing? Audrey, Kemi, thank you for coming. Which clown? Is there something I'm missing? Will you guys bring me up to speed? Emmanuel Kwaboa says, hey, beautiful girl, how you doing? I'm fine, thank you, Emmanuel. How are you doing? PG Rated says, welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Peace from America. Okay, thank you. All right. I'm watching from my 29-inch computer. I don't pray in the mosque as it's too dangerous. Okay. So you pray at home, right? America diaspora repatriating from America, speaking bad against poor people of the Gambia. Oh, really? Wait, let me read that thing very well. America diaspora repatriating from America, speaking bad against poor people of the Gambia. America diaspora is not taking this well. At Katimos slow roll. Please, can somebody come up on the stream and let's talk about it. I like, honestly, I don't know what's happening. Um, is that she's is she like an African American who repatriated from from America to and settled in the Gambia and then made a video talking bad about poor people in the Gambia. So I've dropped the link to the stream. Anybody who wants to come up, that's the link. Good day, Grace. Love from Antigua and Barbuda. Yeah, good day. Vincent Perry, thank you so much for coming. Someone says COVID has gone up in the UK again. Oh my God. I hope they are all safe and just taking preventive measures. It's important to stay safe. You know, the thing is, sometimes I feel like I actually got that COVID, but I recovered because I'm sure you guys remember the time I was sick, right? That some of you even said it showed in my voice, like the way I sounded. I took a week off. Um, that was around April, May. I I was really sick, and I was actually showing symptoms of the COVID-19, but eventually I recovered. You know, at wow, this is interesting. Say at Kate is really being rude. She needs African cultural orientation. Do I need to respond to her, fam? What do you guys think? Should I look out for her video, watch it, and respond? Honestly, I really don't like getting myself involved in things like this, but the thing is, I do not take it lightly when people disrespect people's cultures, because culture is the way of life of people. That's who they are. That's how they know best to live their lives. I always say this thing, that personally I'm an African and I'm proud to be an African. In whatever situation, in whatever conditions that Africa or Africans are in, I would never have it any other way. You know, I love it. So, and I try to promote the beauty, like everything about our culture. I remember when what's the name of that news channel that talked trash about one of our hairstyles and likened it to coronavirus. I made a video talking about it because that's an insult to us that we wouldn't take in any way. So it's really, a YouTuber said something, some folks didn't like the way she said it, and people want her to leave the Gambia. Hey, but they are cool with all the Europeans and Asians being there. The truth is, personally, there's this thing, and I really can't wait um for this COVID-19 to pass so that I can go back to making lifestyle videos like traveling, vlogging, and that's why I was so much on the drive to raise funds to add up to whatever I have to procure better equipment, because when this is passed, I want to go out there and make videos, outdoor videos. I'll be doing a lot of travels, like it's in my plan. That was actually my plan for this year, before the COVID-19 came up and disrupted everything. But as soon as this is over and the world opens up again, I plan on traveling, and I'm going to be doing a whole lot just about Africa, and just sharing the beauty, because the truth is Africa is beautiful, regardless of what anyone thinks or says, regardless of who they are. If you go, you see people poor, however they are, that's who they know to be, okay? And that's who they are. Just respect people's cultures and let's move on. Let's respect people's lifestyles and let's move on. We have Remesis. Remes, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Can you hear me? Okay, a lot of you people have said I shouldn't respond, so um I'm not going to respond. Remes, can you hear me? Val Williams says, peace and blessings. I'm an African diaspora from America. I have nothing but love for Africans on the continent. I love learning about different African cultures. Stay safe and much love. Thank you so much. And that's important because our continent is diverse cultures. In Nigeria, for instance, we have about over 500 ethnic groups with different cultures and, cultural expressions and identities. So I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. B Rex says, hope my Niger babe Virtue Grace is well. I'll send more money soon. Okay, thank you so much. I'm fine. Thank you. Um yeah, so that's basically it. So you guys said I shouldn't respond, so there's no point responding, but I'll just look for the video and watch just to hear what she said. You don't go anywhere and then talk trash about the people. Yeah, so Ramesh, if you can hear me, please click on the link again. I'm dropping the link again. I lost you there. I don't know if it's your network connection um that is the challenge, but just click on it again. It's good to see you. Virtue Grace, my love. Thank you, One Love. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be back as well. Watch all her videos so you can get a better grip of what she is about. You really do not need to respond. That would be stooping to a low level. Exactly. Like I said earlier, I really don't meddle myself in this YouTube affairs and all of that. I just try to stay like this. Like Dorian once says, I'm always in my lane, which is very important to me. We Africans have to act more elevate. Yeah, have to act have to act more. Yeah. It's good to okay, yeah, I've seen that. So anybody who wants to come up, just catch up. Let's catch up. I've dropped the link again. Come up, come up. So COVID has come this year with a new lifestyle on us. So I would like to know, guys, how are you adjusting? Like, what are the things you have done differently since COVID came? Like the adjustments to your lifestyles and all. For me, a lot has changed, honestly. And the thing is, I moved into this apartment in February this year. Someone said it's not an apartment, it's a house. Yeah, so I moved into this house this year in February. I was still working on fixing this place, just furnishing it, and I'm going to do, when I finally do my apartment reveal video, I'm going to share with you guys all of the details, how I moved in here and all the experience. But then as I moved in, I was just trying to put everything together, and then COVID happened. For my office where I worked, we were given a break for like 2 weeks before Nigeria officially announced the lockdown. My office is very considerate, so we were allowed to work from home for 2 weeks, even before the government made the official announcement. So we're staying at home and all. Then when the government finally locked down everywhere, I was just in this apartment all by myself, making videos and all. And then eventually, boom, God just made a way, everywhere opened, my channel opened up, and then I started having a lot of you guys just join my YouTube family, which I'm so grateful for. Like, I love all of you guys so much. I can't express this enough. Like, I was getting a minimum of 1,000 subscribers on a daily basis. I was like, it blew my mind. That's to say the least. It blew my mind. I couldn't just imagine that you guys found me interesting and just felt like I was worthy of your subscription, and you subscribed, and you guys have been so supportive all along. I'm so grateful. I am really very grateful that you guys found me worthy and are on this journey with me. So back to the lifestyle that I was talking about. So staying here, a lot of things changed. Now I'm back to work officially. So I work every day. Our schedule at work has also changed a little. Before we would work 8 to 5 p.m. But now, because of the COVID situation, we work um, 8 to 3 p.m. So I close at 3 p.m. Yeah, so it's work, home, and I make videos, I record videos, edit and upload as on a daily basis. Um, what I do is that on Fridays when I get back from work, I cook my meals and keep in the fridge. I do my laundry Friday night on Fridays, and I clean everywhere just to be sure that on Saturday when I go to bed on Friday, I'm not rushing out of bed on Saturday morning. I want that extra, those extra hours of sleep. So that's how I do. And when I go to bed on Friday night, I turn off my network so that nobody calls me on Saturday morning to disrupt my sleep. That's how it is. When I wake up, then I research topics that I'm going to make videos on, and then I record on Saturdays and sometimes on Sundays, and then I spend the weekend editing, and then on Sundays at 6 p.m. I have a live stream with you guys like I'm doing now. I'm guilty of one thing though, guys. I don't exercise. That's the problem. I need a motivation. Like, I need a motivation. I've put on weight, fam. That's my confession. I've put on weight. I know myself. But I don't know why. I'm always motivated when it comes to every other thing. But working out, hmm, I don't know. What should I do? What should I do, fam? I need motivation. Like, there's some people say set goals, what you want, motivate yourself, start working out, and you feel good about yourself and all. But for me, I just lack the motivation. Yeah. So share with me as well the changes in your lifestyle since COVID-19. Let me know. Let me know, fam, if you can all still hear me. Um okay, the weight looks good on you. It's not good enough. Start doing jump rope. Very efficient way to work out. Okay, most black countries that was colonized need constitution reform. Those white farmers should not be paid. We blacks need reparations. I agree with the brother who disagree. Exactly. So I have a brother from Zimbabwe who is also going to come up on the channel to talk about it. Yeah. I just intentionally didn't want us to talk about it today because I felt like I've shared that video. So let's watch that, as many people as possible. Let's watch it, and then we can form our opinions from there. Then we'll discuss it in a subsequent live stream. That's why I didn't talk about it for now. Yeah, I agree with you. African countries need constitutional reforms. We do, because a lot of things that are in our constitutions are damaging, to say the least. We need reforms in our constitutions. Peach, ignore her, dear. I stopped watching YouTubers who only find comfort in drama that supports them to make money. Exactly. Yeah. Audrey says check out Body Factory NG on Instagram. She's really good. Okay. I'll check out Body Factory NG. I will. Can you walk around your neighborhood? Yes, I do that, Emerald. I walk to work every day because my office is close to my house. So I walk to work every day, to and fro. But I feel like that's not enough. And funny enough, when they announced the lockdown and I was buying everything, to stock up before everywhere was finally shut down, I actually bought jump rope. It's there in my room. I hardly use it. I wake up every morning, I see it there, but I'm just too lazy, honestly. I'm going to turn a new leaf. Trust me. I'm going to turn a new leaf. It's time. It's time. It's time. Hope to talk to you soon, Queen. Have a forum called The Cycle coming soon. Subject uniting Africa, making history. Okay, interesting. Let's have the conversation when you're ready. Hello, Queen Grace. How are you? I'm fine, Joel Aite. I'm fine, thank you. Just catching up. Good exercise. Dory says good exercise. Yes, I bet. Yeah, it's Virtue Grace. Yes, it's me. I'm back. um I'm the I'm the same since lockdown. I also put on weight, been working from home before lockdown. I used to go exercise classes, tried it at home, but I also lost my motivation. So you are not alone. Hey, I'm happy I'm not alone. We are in this together. American diaspora repatriating are willing to invest in the vacated white farms in Africa. Ah, this land issue is serious. Dancing is a form of exercise and put on your favorite music. I guess so. Hello, Betty Grace. You're looking very fine today. Greetings. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, so from share with me, I like to know like how you stay fit even in this lockdown. Do a do a chill thing challenge with Mira as a collaboration. It will motivate you and make you accountable. I guess Mira. Talking about Mira, Dory, Mira is even coming around this evening. She's coming to sleep over. I have company tonight. She's coming. I'm expecting her any moment from now. We love you, Chubby or slim, but please try and remain active for your health. Exactly. I will try to. I will try. When is she when is she not fine? Um so the truth is my clothes even barely fit now. Like I pick something to put on and I just find out it just can't even fit. Sometimes I sit here to make videos here. You guys don't know the struggle that goes on behind just because you guys don't see my back. Sometimes I wear these clothes and I don't zip them for clothes that have zips on them behind. I just wear it and sit just because you guys can't see my back. So I feel cool, but if only backs could talk. If only backs could talk. Hey, hey, thank you, Doreen. We love you too. Grace, you know about TACC? No, I don't. What is it? That's an abbreviation. What does it mean? Tell me. Winston Perry. Tell me. I'd like to know. Hi, Ramo. You're welcome, Ramo. Ramo says, greeting from Germany. Thank you so much, Ramo. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. How is Germany today? Hope you're keeping safe and fine. You look very okay. Yeah, I've read that. Yeah, so just the few ones that managed to fit. I got some new wares like a month ago, and those are the ones that I'll be managing to just go by for now until I'm able to meet the most important goals that I've prioritized before I'll pay attention to my wardrobe. Really, I said the way looks, yeah. So I'm very hot. It's very hot in London today. Oh, interesting. It's hot. Wow. Just drink water and stay hydrated. Hello from India, Micah Itodo. Micah Itodo, hi. Micah Itodo. Itodo sounds like an Idoma name from Benue State. Are you from Benue State, Michael? I miss Lagos. Beautiful men like Virtue Grace are everywhere. Damn this COVID. B-Rec, you're welcome to Lagos anytime when you feel like when the world gets back to normal, you're welcome to visit Lagos, Nigeria. How is Nigeria adjusting to COVID in general? Um so first of all, when the COVID situation got here, we're locked down, like I said. So gradually things are opening up. But what I heard is that Lagos is the city that has really because Lagos is the epicenter of the outbreak in Nigeria. So Lagos is the one that has had to make the most adjustment, changes in our lifestyle as people, social gatherings restricted, churches shut down, children are not going to school anymore. Our work hours have been adjusted officially. We have also we also have to take more precautions now. Like when you go out, you have to put on face mask. There are places you want to go to, you are not allowed in, especially like banks, pharmacies, grocery stores. You have to put on face mask, else you don't have to go. You won't be allowed to go in. Um, the government the government was quite proactive when eventually it happened, even though we felt like they should have shut down earlier than they did before the COVID got here. But when it eventually did, they were proactive in putting up isolation centers and labs to test people and to provide services to people. People were isolated at the isolation center. The tests for those people were done free of charge, treated free of charge, and then discharged. So that's how it has been so far. But the first phase of the lockdown has been eased. We're in the second phase, and by the 7th, when churches were mandated to start opening, but with 50% capacity. And on by the 14th of this month in Lagos, we heard that restaurants are going to open and begin like sitting services, and also overall things are gradually getting back to normal. Just that a lot of people are now beginning to say, well, COVID is not in Nigeria. Even if it was, it has gone. Like, do you know anybody who has corona? Someone says no. Do you know anybody who knows anybody? No. So people are like, so who are the people with coronavirus that the government is talking about? Some people think that COVID is a scam in Nigeria. That's what they say. But we still encourage people, just be safe out there, take precautions and all. Yeah, so that's it. Any other question you have, you can ask me. I think I'm doing like taking answers as well, and then we're just catching up. For other states in Nigeria has 36 states. For other states, yeah, COVID is there, but it's not as, as the numbers are not as high as the numbers in Lagos. So things are a little bit more better. Grace, do a video on what is going on in South Kaduna. Yeah, so Southern Kaduna, a lot has been happening there. Sometimes I deliberately not talk about certain things because especially when they involve tragedy, I intentionally just try not to talk about them on my YouTube channel for obvious reasons. There are a lot of things I would like to talk about, but sometimes I just hold back. That's the much I can say. That's why the issue of Southern Kaduna, I haven't commented on it. The issue of people going out on peaceful protests and they're being arrested, I I don't talk about them for obvious reasons. A lot has happened in Nigeria, a lot is happening, but we are hoping that soon decisive actions will be taken by our people. You know, Yeah, Itodo says it's from Benue State. Yeah, so like my state, Benue, for instance, Benue has also had, we have had our fair share of this whole, you know, bandit attacks, internal displacements. We still have people in internally displaced persons camps in Benue State. So a lot is going on, a lot, but like I said, I just restrain from talking about it, you know, because there's a lot that we don't understand. But that's not to say I don't feel bad or I don't feel uh, compassionate about the people that are being affected in Southern Kaduna. Trust me, I feel very bad, but sometimes and I'm one of your big fan. Thank you so much, Itodo. I appreciate you. So someone says because the government will come for me. I guess you know already. Hello, Grace. Love and blessing to you. Thank you so much. So, would you recommend me migrating there? Of course. It's listen. The thing is, Nigeria is, like I said, Nigeria has 36 states divided into six geopolitical zones. And oftentimes, when things happen like this, the media would paint it and make it look like the whole country is on fire. And I'm not saying that when one part of Nigeria bleeds, then that doesn't mean that the whole country is bleeding. In fact, we are all bleeding because we are the same people. But it's not like everywhere in Nigeria is, burning or people are killing people or people are dying. No, all these pockets of violence happen everywhere in the world, and that's what Nigeria is also experiencing. So, if you want to migrate to Nigeria, of course, you are free to migrate. Just do your research, and if you want to migrate to come establish a business, what kind of business you want to come and establish, where would that business thrive more, you do your research and then you take steps towards relocating. Yep. I'm praying for the safety of the people in Southern Kaduna. I respect your decision for not discussing. Thank you so much. I have my auntie lives in Kaduna as well. She's been living there since I was a child. She's been living there. So I have family in Kaduna as well. I have friends who are from Southern Kaduna as well. So they are always in my prayer. Yeah. And we just hope that everything is eventually fine with them. Hi, come and see. You're welcome. Can you please remove the text from the screen? Okay, I'll remove it. Wow, that's madness. How can we bring all Nigerians together and building industrial estate? Okay, industrial estate. That's a very good business idea there. Somewhere like Lagos is where there are a lot of industries and we have industrial estates in Lagos. So if you feel like you want to come establish that here in Lagos, that's good. Um, that's good. Or you decide to go to other parts of Nigeria to establish that, that's also good. But Lagos is like the commercial hub of Nigeria. This is where a lot of the uh, productions and industrial estates and companies are headquartered. Sometimes they have headquarters here and then they have branches in other parts of Nigeria. Ooh, power. Guys, let me quickly put on my generator. Power has been cut. I'll be right back in the next like 3 minutes. I'm back. I love this channel. Thank you. Thank you. The Jamaican government has been fighting us for decades, promoting the country using rastas, but they're harassing rastas because the West tell them to. Rastas know what time it is. You see, we are all coming to the realization of what times we are in. And yeah, youths are getting more wise nowadays. It will get shiny when the time goes by. Exactly. That's it. Like here in Nigeria, the other day, I think this week some youth organized the Revolution Now protest, just peaceful march to demand for better governance and accountability from our leaders. Even though they were arrested, um, people have remained undaunted actually, because peaceful protest is guaranteed in our constitution, So we do not know why people would go out to protest because they feel dissatisfied with the way that they are being governed, and then you arrest them. They are not bearing arms, they are not vandalizing any government infrastructure. So what's your justification? But the truth is, like this person has commented, people are becoming more wise now. And by the time we go to the polls next in the next election year, a lot of things will change. People will be shocked. Politicians will be shocked because me too. I went to check my cooking pot while you went to get the dinner. Okay, Doreen. Yeah, yes. Um, does your building supply the generator for you? No, anointed prayers. My building does not. It is mine. I bought it with my own money and I fuel it by myself. So there are apartments though that when you park in, they're like serviced apartments. So the owners of the property already have the generator, and or what you do is you pay for service charge at the end of the month. So they fuel it, they put it on, including water. But where I am, I don't pay for water either. We have our own borehole. So what we do is just pump the water and we have water running all the time. We also have power, but when power is cut, I can put on my own generator and keep going, keep doing my thing. That's a shame, as I thought Jamaica was one of those non-apologetic countries. It will pass as we are, it will. Even Jesus got arrested and put in jail. So does Mandela. Freedom is never free. Exactly. I like this. Freedom is never free. And that's what um, the person that started the revolution now protest, Shore, he was also arrested. He was arrested and put in prison for some months before he was eventually granted bail on, under very stringent conditions, like he can't even travel out and all of that. But he has remained undaunted. Would you ever run for any form of office if you think you can make it? No, never going into politics, never running for office. But I'm going to support the right people. Anybody who has the vision to lead and runs for any political office, I'm going to support the person. Hey Grace, so much going on in and around the continent. Exactly, my 2 cents plus. A lot is going on. And it seems like this year, 2020, just came like a hurricane. So a lot of things just happening. Uh, with the COVID-19, the tragedies upon tragedies in and around the continent. So it's a lot. Skinny man, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Do power cut off frequently there? No, not frequently, because we had power throughout last night and throughout today. There's been power supply. They just cut the power supply now, but it will be back before you know it. So it's not often. Hey, Queen, that's Mansa. How are you? How have you been? Glad to see you. I'm fine. I've been fine, Mansa. Thank you. I've been fine. That's a great decision, sister. Do your thing. Yeah, thank you. Festy Ade, Festy, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing? You're welcome. I'm trying to get this up. Why? Why is that NEPA always cut the lights? Moodland. So the thing is, I think they do not generate enough megawatts to serve people all at the same time running. So sometimes they do that to ration it. So they cut it from certain part of the city and supply people on the other part of the city, just to manage the distribution and all. But the government is they're working on it, just that it has become a recurring decimal, all the time, that people say governments come and go, we are going to fix power challenge in Nigeria and all. But during Jonathan, former President Goodluck Jonathan's regime, there was some appreciable progress was made with regards to fixing the power situation. And I think what we are enjoying now is the result of the efforts his government put in. So we just hope for better and better and then best. What do you think about government banning the individual generators in estates, then support bank to provide assistance for estates to buy big generators? I think that for estates, like I mentioned earlier, some estates are serviced. So you when you park in there, they have power that the estate has already put in place. So you only need to pay service charge. I think for me that is good, because imagine we are in an estate and everybody has a power generating set, and then when power gets cut, I put on my gen, she puts hers on, he puts his on, and everyone's power generator is on. It becomes a lot of noise pollution and all. So for estates that do central power supply, and charge service charge for the power that they are supplying, to me I think it's good. The only thing is that they need to check the service charge that they charge each individual or each house in the estate, because sometimes they might tend to abuse the people by charging exorbitant fares for the power that the estate is supplying. So for me, I like it, really I do, because sometimes the noise is really just draining. You come back from work and all you want to do is just to rest, but then generators are all over the place. So yeah, I like it. It's a good idea. Have you ever looked into another source of power like solar energy panels? Yes. A lot of people use solar energy in Nigeria because there's abundance of sun in Nigeria. Like, oh my God. I There are times that the sun comes out so really hot, like very scorching. So people have tapped into that solar energy alternatives, and it's very good for them. It's less inexpensive. Once you buy the solar panels and install them, you are good to go. As far as the sun is out, your batteries get charged, and you have light. It's clean. It's not noisy. There's no pollution in the environment. That's why I guess the president is making business with those Germans or Russians. Yes, because these generators are imported. There's this young Nigerian. I actually told him to make a video for me so that I'll put on my channel for you guys to see. He invented a generator that is going to use water. Use water to generate power. Very, very clean energy. And given that oftentimes, especially in the rainy season, a lot of water goes waste, like flood all over the place. Water is lying there. We have rivers, River Niger, River Benue, we have the Atlantic Ocean. There's water all over Nigeria. So to me, I felt like that was so ingenious and something that needs to be amplified. I reached out to him, told him everything, do a video, let's put out there, let's amplify this innovation. You never know who might want to invest in your innovation. But I kept following up until, maybe I don't know what his challenge is, that he hasn't done it up till now. So I decided to give him a break. Probably wants to think about it. Um, this is the person. I and him have been talking, like, can you see all the chats? But he hasn't come forth, so I've decided to just let him be. But that don't forget to like videos, guys. Yes, guys, please give it a thumbs up before we get talking and forget. Give it a thumbs up and share the video. Let's have more people coming. Very important. I'm trying to Someone sent me a super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just seeing it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have you? Okay. Yeah, fam, hit the like button, hit the like button. Too many gens everywhere. Yes, but for now, I think it's only mine that is on. So I'm the only source of noise now in the whole neighborhood. ah, that's why I guess. Yeah, okay, I've read. I think they can do a lot better. That's if they stop pocketing the money. Yeah, of course, because we have a lot of water. If it's about building dams or harnessing water to generate electricity, we have water, abundance of it in Nigeria. So it's just about the will to do it. Sounds like they need new power station. It's the will to do it. Someone says Nigeria and Germany government sign agreements with German seamen to fix power and it's on progress now. Okay. Let's hope it gets done. You are not always negative like some people. Thank you. I appreciate it. Young Africans in innovation and entrepreneurship or public service. Young Africans in innovation and I think innovation is the way to go. We have a lot of people in public service already, but we also need visionary young Africans in public service as well, because the public service is where policies are formulated, for instance, where a lot of the frameworks that we need to change things are developed. So we need young people there, young visionary people there. So it's like a balance. We need a balance of it. Young people in public service, but of course, young people in innovations and entrepreneurship, because that's the future. We need innovations. So many problems. You see, the thing is, people study our problems as Africans, and then they develop the solutions and sell those solutions back to us. Like the typical example of the generator I'm talking about. They're imported into Nigeria because they know that Nigeria is notorious. Power issues are a perpetual problem in Nigeria. So, and they are cashing out on it, like big time. They are cashing out. So if we have young Africans innovating, like this young African who has innovated a power generating set that uses water locally, if it's empowered and supported to expand it, then we don't need to import. We'll be building our own local economy, supporting him. He will have the opportunity to employ other people as well. What is this young Jamaican name, please? Okay. I will be joining your art community when I get to Kenya. Okay. 10 more people need to hit the button. Please, guys, hit the like button. Hit it as you come in. Hit, please. Nigeria has a lot of young innovators, but do your government support them? Government has some programs that they run from time to time to support young people, but the question now is that enough? I think no, that's not enough. Like, the government can do so much more to support young, especially for things like power, like something as basic as power. If power supply is stable in Nigeria, trust me, a lot of things that people will do, there are a lot of businesses that people will set up and run if power is made stable. They take as power if yes. Company, some politicians, okay, some comments have gone by. um Paying too much money, not be the best. Okay, paying too much may not be the best solution to the power challenges. Yeah, paying too much to who? Exactly, and stop investing in Western modernizations. Yeah. Grace, did you believe in one Nigeria? Of course, I do. I do. I do. Because if we are talking about one Africa, we can't achieve one Africa if we are not having one Nigeria, like one Nigeria, one Kenya, one Ghana. Then how do we expect to have one united Africa? Charity, they say, begins at home, so we have to start right at home. So I believe in one Nigeria. I believe that the issues that we have as Nigerians, as a country, are to a large extent political, and that's because we have a few political elites who are cashing in on that and exaggerating things, and keeping trying to keep us in this place of perpetual division. But if we come together, we can overcome them, we can overpower them, and then put in place systems that will truly work for all of us, and make us feel like, yes, we are Nigerians and we are benefiting from the resources that come off, you know, from the ground as Nigerians. Some politicians are behind the importation of generators, exactly, because of course they probably get some cut, so it has to go on. Companies want to generate power and make profit, but Nigeria's power pricing is very low. The government sets power price too low to attract power companies in Nigeria. So the thing is, for now, the government was supplying power through NEPA, that is the National uh, Electricity Power Authority, but the government privatized that sector. So private individuals have invested in it now. Like what I use now is a power company that I patronize. There is this prepaid card, prepaid meters that we use. Excuse me. You subscribe to certain amount to certain units for a certain amount, and you run it for as long as you do. When you are out of units, you go back, pay, and then subscribe again. So that was a decision that the government made, and I think that too, to a large extent, has helped to check the issue of pricing. Before now, you would you'd barely see power supply, but at the end of the month they bring estimated bill to you and you have to pay so much. So but now with the prepaid meters, you just subscribe and use as you go, so that's much better. Grace, will you do a series on young African women doing great things on the continent in innovation? Absolutely, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Doreen, those are all the things that I have in the pipeline going, and that's why I've been, on the drive to procure equipment, get a good computer, a good drone, a good camera, and all of that. Because for now, I use my phone to make videos, and also uh I just need equipment that are more advanced, to bring you professional and good quality videos in addition to the content. Because for content, I got it covered, and that brings me to the next point. Just to say thank you all so much for the donations you made to my GoFundMe. I'm at a point now where I think with what I've been able to raise, thanks to your donations, I can make up whatever I have left from my own purse to complete the money for the equipment that I've um, decided on buying. So very soon, I'm going to share the good news with you that I've procured the equipment. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. I was able to raise, I think I checked on it, $1,300. So that's a lot. Thank you all so much. Out of 4,000, that's a lot. I appreciate it. So whatever is the balance, I'm going to make up and buy the equipment. So when we are allowed to go out fully, mingle with people, contact people, there is a lot of young women that are doing a lot of things. Of course, I'll cover that. For me, I'm going to tag the series Made in Africa. So I'm going to bring you content about individuals, about groups of people who never saw the need to leave the continent in order for them to succeed, people who have remained here on the continent in Africa but have established successful businesses, innovations, all of those things, and they are doing and succeeding, impacting people, impacting society, and giving back. So I'm going to be bringing you all of those stories. And like I said, I'm going to tag that made in Africa. I want to showcase those individuals who are made in Africa through their dedication, resilience, vision, and commitment to excellence. They created this electricity problem so foreigners can cash in. Exactly, that's it. Just so that foreigners can cash in and they get some cuts. Um, so nice to see your beautiful smile and face. Thank you, Guyomi. Thank you. Your skin looks beautiful naturally. Thank you. I appreciate you. Privatization is that has gone. Super chat not available in this region. It is okay, in your region. Okay, very true. But some of our people have been brainwashed beyond repair. Yeah, so that's why I want to showcase those people so that people will see that even here on the continent, because we know there are a lot of people who have succeeded on this continent who didn't have to leave this continent to go to America. And that's the mindset here. A lot of Nigerians say, omo, I just gas leave this country, like I gas leave this country. But there are people who have stayed here, who have pitched their tent here, and have decided in this country, Nigeria, in this country, Kenya, in this country, Uganda, in this country, Ghana, in this country, Zimbabwe, in this country, Zambia, I am going to succeed, and they are succeeding. So those are the people I'm going to showcase. And I'm not just going to limit myself to Nigerians alone. Like I said, I'm going to be traveling too. So I'm going to be showcasing stories of these individuals from across Africa. That's why I'm tagging it made in Africa. Very true. Okay. But the killing is too much. In that case, will you see Nigeria or any other African countries helping Zambia? Are you referring to Zambia or Zimbabwe with the land issue going on there? Other ways to support. Okay, yes. Ima Ayolua. Ayolua, I'm going to drop my PayPal link here, my PayPal email. You want to I've posted my PayPal email there. I'm going to pin it on the screen too. It's heartbreaking when I look at my Africans on the continent. Hello, Grace from the United States, Arlington, Texas. Thank you, Collins. Thank you. You're welcome. How are you? I mean the one now. Aliko Dangote. Yeah, so Dangote is like, sorry, I meant Zimbabwe. Yeah, so honestly, I feel like Africans, we need to do more to support Zimbabwe. Like I said, I have a brother who is I'm going to bring him up on my channel, maybe in the course of the week or next Sunday, to talk about the situation in Zimbabwe. I think that when one African country bleed, we all should bleed. Like we should share in their pain and to mobilize resources in every way possible that we can to assist them, because from the things I've heard, it's really becoming um, very tough in Zimbabwe. So we just need to come together to assist them, to mobilize resources and see how we can send support to them. They will be extremely inspiring how you go to other countries in Africa too to cover that series. Yes, yes. So I'm going to be doing that. Ooh, I'm so excited, really. I'm so excited about it because I can just imagine all of the inspiring stories that are going to come out from Africa. People who have stayed back, doing different things in different aspects, succeeding and impacting society, employing other people. It's going to be inspiring. Ghana pays about 3 times what Nigeria pays for power. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, we've been told that Nigeria supplies electricity to Benin Republic. So Nigeria, like I said earlier, Nigeria has the capacity. We have abundance of water. The water in I said the water in Nigeria. The power in Nigeria is hydroelectric power. Is generated from water. So we have River Niger, River Benue, we have the Atlantic Ocean that I talked about, different water sources all over the country. So we shouldn't even have to pay so much for power if our government is going to really invest in power, generate more megawatts to serve all of us on the continent or in the country, and then to also maybe distribute to other parts of Africa. So we shouldn't have to pay so much. Exactly. Someone has said it here. If Mr. Aliko Dangote can make so much money in Africa, many can. I tell you, and many people are doing that. Many are doing that. So those are the stories that we need to share to inspire many people to stay back instead of drowning in the Mediterranean Sea, trying to cross over to Europe, trying to cross over to America where they'll be treated less than humans. Yes, Nigeria supply electricity to Togo, Benin Republic and Chad, you see. So we shouldn't have to pay so much. The government just needs to expand the capacity to generate more electricity that will serve all of us. Imagine we are almost 200 million people in this country and we all need power for domestic use, for industrial use. All the other countries doing better than us pay way more for power. Okay, fight together against racism. Yeah. How good and how pleasant it would be to see the unification of all Africans straight out of Jamaica. Yes, that's what we hope to achieve. That's why when we hear things going wrong, like the issue of Zimbabwe, I just felt like, oh my God, how? How? So give the stream a thumb up as you come in. Give it a thumb up and share. More questions. Doreen, I'm going to send you an email after this stream. Doreen, if you are still here, please expect my email. I just need to ask you some questions. The underrated darkness. Hi, you're welcome. Public solar grid for power independence. People have actually been calling for government. I attended a boot camp once. Was it a boot camp? Yeah, I think it was a boot camp. I attended it sometime last year, and there was one of these resource persons who came there and talked about how Nigeria can generate electricity from the waste that um, Lagos State alone generates. There's a lot of waste that is generated by Lagos residents. So if all of that is he explained the process of how that waste can be converted to electricity. It sounded very interesting. So that would deal with the situation of environmental degradation that comes with just dumping refuse here and there, polluting the place all over. And the government of Lagos State spends a lot to manage the waste that is generated. It's a lot. So converting that waste into electricity would be something um a win for the Lagos State government. I watched a video about Singapore. That's what Singapore is doing, converting the waste in their country and generating electricity from it, which is so clean and affordable. The Jews went to Europe and stayed 2,000 years before they returned back to Israel. Yes, yes, yes. Like burning the waste to make energy, but burning it in a clean manner that will not pollute the environment. The country needs to be restructured. Yes, that's what a lot of people have been clamoring for, restructuring of the country. Um, there was a Odushola, you remember the conference that was held some years back where we had representatives from different parts of Nigeria who converged on Abuja to, I think it was, is it Constitutional Review Conference? I've forgotten the name that they tagged it, to address the constitutional issues of our country. And some of the recommendations that came from that conference was what you call it, restructuring the country. But ever since that conference about 2 years or 3 years ago, nobody has said anything about it. Like, yes, the 2014 confab, exactly. No one has said anything about implementing the recommendations of that confab. And a lot of money was spent hosting that. So it's like we just waste money and do things but never see to the end of those things. It's unfortunate, but restructuring is going to do all of us much better in this country. Yeah. So that's so much it about it. So good to be conversing with you guys this evening. Good evening, Virtue Grace. Greetings from New York, USA. Thank you so much for coming, Paul Graves. How are you doing? Um, Yes, it was during Jonathan's regime that the confab was organized. Stay in Africa and build our Africa to be a good home for all of us. Yes, we are going to do that. A lot of people are doing that already. They are doing that and employing people. When I talk about it, and the question Doreen asked was about female entrepreneurs. There's this woman, Tara. For those of you who are women, you might have heard or used her product, House of Tara. She started out as a makeup artist, when makeup was not really big, especially in Africa or in Nigeria as it is today. She started out as a makeup artist, a bridal makeup artist and all. Now she has a big, established business, international business. She has her own makeup line. She has trained people, established different outlets, employed people. There are people who have trained under her and have become entrepreneurs on their own. So that's so much inspiring. We have so many of those stories from across Africa, from across Nigeria, which we just need to showcase, and that's what I'm going to undertake on my channel as soon as this is over and we start going out. UK does not even have a constitution and they have been around for a long time. Seriously? UK? And they colonized us. They were the ones that introduced constitution in Nigeria. I can remember in secondary school we were taught things like the Sir John Macpherson constitution, the Littleton constitution. Those were like the British leaders that colonized Nigeria and led us at some point, who led some constitutional development and all that. The constitutions were named after them. And it went on and on and on until when Nigeria got independence. And then in 1999, the I think the constitution was reviewed to what we have as the 1999 constitution, which the country used. Happy that you are back, Grace. Yes, Bobby, right? I'm back. I'm going nowhere now. The break was much needed, and someone said I even look better now, which you see, I feel it myself. Like I look better. I'm well rested now. So I'm back. I have videos coming up this week as well. From It's been interesting having this conversation with all of you. Um, no, that is funny. As they introduce constitution to Nigeria, why they do not have a written constitution. I mean, that's funny. Colonialism came with a lot of things, because before they came, Nigeria was we were separate, like separate entities. We had the northern kingdoms, we had the southern kingdoms that were governing and ruling. So when they came to Nigeria, they merged everything, what is called amalgamation. So they amalgamated the northern and the southern protectorate into what today is known as Nigeria. So, and then they introduced democracy, they introduced constitutions and all of the systems of government that we have today in what we call Nigeria. Yeah, that's a great state to be in. Just an idea, since we seem to motivate you, start a workout session online so we can work out with you. Ah, data is not cheap in Nigeria, and the thing is, I go to work in the morning, so I think maybe I will start working out in the evenings when I come back from work, because when I wake up in the morning, I struggle to get out of bed. Then when I eventually get out of bed, I'm preparing to go to work. So I'll start working. My workout will be in the evenings. I've settled it in my mind. It will be in the evenings when I get back home from work. Constitution or police forces are there to catch those runaway slaves that went to burn the masters' houses. Yeah, I guess. So the police force and all of that, they are all foreign institutions that were introduced into our country that have now come to stay with us, that we are still struggling to manage effectively and get them to work well for all of us. You have police brutality, police complaining about underfunding, and so on. Your name sounds familiar to me. Perhaps it is because I saw your name in the chat room of another content creator. Was it from the channel hosted by a Kenya called African Tigress? Yes, yes. African Tigress is my sister. That's probably where you saw my name. Yeah, so welcome, Paul Graves. Thank you for coming. How are you, Paul? It's good to have you on my channel, right? If you've not subscribed, click on the subscribe button to join me. African Tigress is my sister. I'm ready to pay your bride price. Oh, yeah. Modeling TV. Okay. How much are you going to offer? How much are you going to offer my family? I think Nelson Mandela was great that I know he did little for real change, but still great start. What do you think of him? Yeah, I think his life, his service, his sacrifice is really commendable. He did a lot, honestly, to for him to have demonstrated such bravery and courage in a time when there was such intense suppression, apathy. Me, I commend him. That's the kind of courage we need from us Africans today to be able to overturn these systems of injustice that exist in our continent. Afri Janses is coming for the wedding. You'll be welcome. All of you, I'm going to invite all of you to Lagos, to Nigeria. I don't know if it will be in Lagos. We'll probably go to Benue State. So I will invite all of you, my subscribers, to Nigeria. I can give a house to JM and a lifetime of what's JM? You can give a house 2 million and 2 million JM. Which currency is that? 2 many sellouts. Yeah, too many sellouts. Like when we think someone is rising and to provide that leadership, then you just see the person get sold out, like the person just sells out. Okay, okay, GMD, Jamaican dollars. Okay, I see, I see. Okay. Ayolua, have you seen the PayPal? You asked for it. Guys, I'll be right back. It's like I'm expecting Mira. Someone is knocking at the gate, so let me check if she's the one. I'll be right back, okay? She's not the one. Someone said I did my DNA and it said I was 50% Nigerian, so I'm coming to get my citizenship. Maybe you can marry me. Okay, come and get your citizenship. That's good. I'm coming to Nigeria and I want agege bread. Ah, that's not an issue. Agege bread is everywhere. That yakpa, like opo, opo, opo. You will eat it and be tired of eating. You make very informative videos. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I'm really coming when they open the border. Sure, you're welcome. Come. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy Nigeria. Welcome. Yes, someone says welcome to Nigeria. AU Akata, beautiful sister, could you please speak on how African Aboriginal wisdom was destroyed and we are left with Eurocentric knowledge? Okay. Uh, I'm going to do that in my. Would you like to come up on the stream in another stream to discuss it with me? AU Akata, UU Akata, would you? Let me know. I want to write that suggestion down. We cannot at this time. Yeah. Okay. All right, Tim, we'll do it when it's time. Okay. Um, we in the Western world really depends on you guys to show us Africa. Sure, we are going to do that with all pleasure. It's all of my pleasure to do that. Virtue Grace, I was in Nigeria a few years ago. Lagos, loved it. Afrijam, oh, okay. You will still love it when you visit again. Lagos is a whole lot. Grace, are you Yoruba? No, I'm not Yoruba. I am T from Benue State. Virtue Grace, I do general construction and finishes. How good do you think it would be in Nigeria? Okay, general construction. So in Nigeria, we have civil construction companies that handle projects. For instance, if a developer wants to develop a site, like build maybe an estate or develop properties and all of that, they engage those civil construction companies to handle that development for them. So it does well. Like it does well. There's a lot of development going on in Lagos, in Nigeria generally. So it does well too. I think for a if you're coming as an individual, then of course you would like, and if you're not a citizen of Nigeria, then I think you have to apply for work permit to allow you work in Nigeria. You seek for employment from those civil construction companies in order to be able to, you know, um, offer your skilled labor in Nigeria. If you want to come and then establish your own company, there are also procedures that you would need to follow that are laid down by the government for you to establish your own company. What's the show topic today about virtue grace? So yeah, today there's really no topic. We are just back and catching up because for like 2 weeks we've not had a stream. So I felt it was just rude to come back and just slam a topic at you guys without um updating you guys about what happened with me and all of that. So today we are basically just catching up and discussing everything, and just keeping each other company. From next week, when I do live streams, of course, then we'll have topics. My question is, most of the things, places we see, are they African owned? Let me understand, like, are you talking about maybe properties or businesses or what? Let me understand you, whether they are African owned. Awakening needs to be harnessed in a way to pull the levers of power to make the greatest impact in favor of what we want, like the Zimbabwe payment. The movement did not see it coming. Yeah. Yes, so that's what we said initially when we started this conversation, that a lot is happening, a lot of changes happening. We are experiencing it. People are becoming wiser now and seeing that they can voice out their displeasure um, about the way governance is being done across Africa, and it's just a momentum that is gathering. We'll make progress. You are here hailing Nigeria whilst Biafrans are in America and demonstrating. Like I said, people of course are not satisfied with the way government um is running things, or the way things are being run. People are dissatisfied. I made reference to restructuring the country, which is what a lot of Nigerians have been demanding. That's why the government hosted a 2014 confab that was meant to address all of these structural grievances that different regions of the country have. They feel, people who feel they are not being adequately represented in government, which the Biafrans happen to be one of them. So those are all meant to address those issues. But up till today, after that confab, nothing tangibly has been done to implement the recommendations from that confab. So I'm not here saying Nigeria is perfect or everything is perfect. Okay. I also do run a workshop doing kitchen cabinets and high-end doors and staircase. Yeah, so who is that? I'm thinking of leaving the Caribbean and going back to my motherland. Just plan, put your plans in place. Don't just wake up one morning and decide to move. Charles Scott, have a plan in place, like a transition plan before you move. Business, malls, estates like Banana Island, etc. Yeah, yes, we need malls. You build malls, you also make it. There are parts of Nigeria that need more malls. You know, even Lagos here, when you build malls, you it's good business for you. Ghana is going great building bridges with our Caribbean family. Yes, we commend Ghana for the efforts they are doing. I was in Ghana last year, December, for the year of return. I love the energy there. Everything was just so um, warm, like it was just so warm and nice. Grace, for now, Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a zoo. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Yes, things are not perfect, but we cannot disrespect our country to that extent of calling it a zoo. No, can we can provide you a Nigerian made drone if you want to try it out to Niger. Okay, Nigerian made drone, of course. If it's going to serve the purpose excellently, why not? Why not? So from so to Niger, you can send me an email, then we take it up from there. It took 100 years to slave our mentalities. It won't take 1 year to reverse that. Exactly. It won't. Love you. Glad to see you're back. Thank you, K Musical. Thank you. I appreciate you. So far, I'm not going to be so long here today like I used to do before. Like I said, I just wanted to catch up with you guys and assure you that I'm back and appreciate you for your love and your support. So I'm going to end this stream here. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Thank you. It's been a a great evening hanging out with you guys and catching up and all of that. So I will see all of you in the course of the week when I do upload videos. Thank you for featuring that brother who checks the exactly. I couldn't let the video pass by because I feel like there's absolutely no justification for you to pay people. Like, let me just even quickly talk on it before I go. Like, why would I have to pay people who came to my land, forcefully took that land away from me, subjected me to a lot of hardship? Now I take back what is mine, and then you forcing me to pay for taking back what is mine. Like, when I saw that, and I made a video about it before I shared the brother's video, like, it just didn't make sense to me. But that's how the powers that be are operating, the powers that control things, and that's why we need, as Africans, we need to unite. We need to develop our own economies. We need to just get our continent going for us to earn our place, that respect that we deserve, because everybody knows these people never belonged here. Africa is ours. The land is ours. These people forced their way into the continent, took these things from us by force. Now we take what is ours back. They ask us to pay. And then the person that we expect to speak for us is coming up to try and say, let's be fair. Fair to who? To the colonizer or to your people? Who exactly do you want to be fair to? To the people who stole from you? So it doesn't make any sense. It's not even justifiable in any way that you are saying pay compensation to former white farmers. Why? How? Anyway, thank you. I'll see you guys. Crazy stuff. The young generation needs to exert themselves. Yeah, so that's why I loved it when that brother spoke in that video. Like, I liked it so much, I had to share it. Because the West feels like when things like this happen, they are going to sanction you, they are going to cut you off economically. Okay, Winston Perry says that's what TACC is all about, to create our own economy. Exactly. So if they're going to sanction us, then that's because they feel like we depend so much on them in order to survive. But if we develop our own economy, we develop our own weapons, like we have things going for us our own way, they are not going to come threatening us with sanctions, you know. And I feel like now more than ever is a time that the whole continent needs to rally behind Zimbabwe, to assist Zimbabwe at this time. This is not the time for any African government to be silent, honestly. Okay, God's clan of, I always do. I've been dropping the link. Let me drop it in case you want to come up. I've been dropping the link. So if you want to come up, that's the link. That brother is very enlightened. I've been following him on Facebook for 6 years. Interesting. Odushola, what's his name on Facebook? I'd like to follow him too. Yes, if we unite, no sanctions will work against us. Exactly. God's clan of, welcome.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry, I took off my earpiece. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
You won't see me. Listen, I am corporate.
What?
Okay? I'm corporate. I'm working for a company, a big company, so I cannot come openly in this, this type of discussion. Okay? Let's discuss a bit about Zimbabwe, right?
Okay.
They colonized Zimbabwe. They steal the land, in fact. They even kill people to take the land. The same thing has happened in Namibia, where almost 70% of the land is still in a small group of whites, German origins, have almost 70% of the land in Namibia. They commit genocide in Namibia. They killed
Yes.
millions of people and took the land.
Mhm.
You know, and Namibia is more than twice larger than Germany. You can imagine, and 70% of Namibia is in a small uh, in the hand of a small group of people, which are not even up to 10% of the population of Namibia. Namibia is about 2.3 million people, right? So it's the same, almost the same thing as happened in Zimbabwe, and then came Robert Mugabe, you know, and he took the land back. He said, land is part of the struggle, the
Yes.
struggle for freedom. There is no black man that has a piece of land in Europe.
Mhm.
Can you go and own a piece of land in London? No, you can buy an apartment, and after some years, 50 years, maybe they kick you out.
Mhm.
Or try to go and own a piece of land in Finland or in Belgium, the heart of Europe, right? The capital of the European Union is Brussels. It's in Belgium. You cannot own a piece of land there. The Europeans won't allow you. Never. But they come to Africa and take a lot of lands from us. Right now, Kenya is the same. There are still a small group of whites. They have a piece of land larger than the country called Liechtenstein. There's a country in Europe called Liechtenstein. The piece of
Wow.
land that owned by whites in Kenya is larger than the whole territory of Liechtenstein. You can imagine that you have a piece of land that is larger than Israel, for example. The whole
And
country.
the thing is, he that owns the land owns the means of production, because from the land, there's a lot you can do to
Of
generate
course.
revenue and build industries, do all sort of things. That's why when they came after our land, killed people, and then you wake up one morning and tell the the original inhabitants of the land who own the land to pay you, who came you, the person who came and stole the land from them. So this doesn't make sense in any way. But that's because these powers feel like they control the world now, so they can dictate to Africans what should be done. Like you rightly said, no African will go to Europe and own any piece of land.
Yes. Because why they can do that? They are unite.
Mm-hmm.
They are unite. Then they will dictate for you. If you don't want, then they cut, the economical support like they did with Zimbabwe. And then people are suffering because you are not manufacturing anything. You are not producing nothing. We depend on them and on China. You want to buy a telephone, you have to buy from China or buy from Europe. You want to buy a TV, the same. So we depend on them until we start producing. Then you will see that we don't need, like China don't need anybody. China can produce everything. But
Yeah.
in 1978, China was a poor country. 1980, Bob Marley was in Harare, Zimbabwe. It was called Salisbury, singing the song during the independence. 2 years before that, China was very poor, more than Zimbabwe. You can imagine. In 1978, I read the history. I think Deng Xiaoping was doing the reform in China. He was doing the rehabilitation of the people who were killed during Mao, when Mao was doing the communistic revolution. So Deng Xiaoping said that a lot of people is being killed when they were not guilty for, they haven't committed any crime. So he was doing rehabilitation. After the rehabilitation, he started the economical reform. You can imagine 1958, the rehabilitation, and after that, the economical reform. And now China is producing everything. So we have to do that. We have everything. We have the workforce, we have the resources, we have gold, diamond, everything, oil. So we have to do that. If we don't do that, we will always depend on them and they will dictate for us what to do. You understand?
Yes.
They will always dictate for us. And I hope all our friends listening, we have to work together. It doesn't matter if we are not 100% united, but politically we have to unite. And the borders, the internal borders, is to be moved so that goods can move from one country to another. Like they closed the borders with Zimbabwe, the West. Zimbabwe could not buy anything from us.
Hmm.
But if the borders were open, Zimbabwe can buy goods that are produced in Nigeria or in Kenya. Then they don't have to ask the West or the United States.
Yeah.
That is the same thing the European Union has done. They opened the border in between the countries. Goods and workforce are moving freely from one country to another. I know that politics. I have studied 3 years. You know, when Joshua took power 2 years ago in Liberia, I called the same day when I heard in the news. I called. I said, I'm going to work for Liberia for Joshua because I have a lot of knowledge. I called. You know, they told me call to Brussels. Can you imagine to Brussels to get telephone numbers to contact Joshua? Call to Brussels first. You can imagine you are in Lagos or in Abuja, then you have to call first Brussels, and then you get the phone numbers there, and then you call to Liberia. And not straight call to Liberia. It's ridiculous. And it's another problem. We cannot travel freely between African countries. Try to go to Kenya, to Nairobi. They will ask you a lot of paper. Try to go to Kinshasa, Congo, on a vacation for 7 days. It's not easy. Before you get all the papers and asking you questions, why are you coming? Meanwhile, in Europe and in the United States, people are traveling freely from one state to another, from one city to another. Enjoy. If you are in Los Angeles, you can go to New York for a weekend or for weekend holidays. Why can't we do that in African countries? That's the idea of the European Union to move freely, workforce, primary workforce in goods, and then holiday people going on holidays. So if you are going on holidays to Kenya, you can spend your money there. Kenya is getting money from you. And another point, we have to have one currency in all African countries. Those who want to join, one currency. One currency, for example, one eco or whatever we call it, one eco is equal to $1. You can buy everything, and your currency will be very strong. Not, for example, $1 is 1,000 Kenyan shilling. It's too ridiculous. I know the politics of the West like my 5 fingers. I try, but if I have money, I will open a channel and ask people to support me. Before, one guy told me that when it is time for you to go, it means to die. When the death knock on your door and you say, "Oh, I need some days more," he will say, "No, your time is finished." So before he knock on my door, if I have a lot of money, I will buy my way in politics. Doesn't matter if it is in Kenya or in Nigeria, and you will see changes. Because I don't know what the politicians are doing. They just sit there and take the money and put in Switzerland, in Zurich, in Basel. For who? Mobutu did the same thing. You remember Mobutu in Congo? All the money is in Switzerland, in Belgium, and in the United States.
So
If there's a question, you can ask, no problem.
yeah, so no, just contributions. As you were speaking, some people were
Yeah.
making suggestions. If someone
Okay.
is saying one Africa, one currency, another person was talking about the continental free trade area that African Union has been working on implementing, that when that is done, it's going to promote interregional trade amongst Africans, so we can manufacture within and trade amongst ourselves. That's going to during the lockdown, I think they had a meeting. That's the African Union Business Bureau. They had a meeting that, and they said they were looking at launching it in July, but this is August. I don't know what the delay is, that hasn't been launched already. But I heard that the headquarters is going to be in Ghana. So the African
Okay.
Union is actually working on it. And we are just keeping our fingers crossed and being hopeful that it's going to see the light of day, and this interregional trade is going to go a long way to help us begin to build resilience economically by
Yeah.
trading, manufacturing, and trading amongst ourselves. I think that's a good starting point
I will
to
give you an example. If they open the border between all the countries, free
yes,
trade, that means if
yes,
you are in Abuja or in Lagos, you are producing something, it doesn't matter what, agriculture or industrial products, and you cannot sell it in Nigeria. You can sell it in Nairobi. You can
yes,
sell it in Tanzania. So you don't have
yes.
to call or beg Europe, please buy my products or United States. And
Mm-hmm.
if you can sell your product in another country nearby, you will try to produce more, you
Yeah,
know, you will generate more. And that will
yes,
help the economy. If you are paying, let's say, 10% tax for everything you sell, it's okay. Because
yeah,
in other countries, they pay more than 15 and 20%. If you pay your
yes,
tax and you live quietly, you can buy everything. Now, look at Rwanda. It's going well. If you can have a nice house there, you have a job, you can buy a car there, why will you try to go to Europe to die in the Mediterranean Sea? We've seen
exactly.
all, what is happening. People, I couldn't watch those things. I couldn't. People
Yes.
dying in the sea there, it's ridiculous. I couldn't watch it.
And those are the things that make the world disrespect us as Africans, because they feel like even on our continent, even in our countries in Africa, we are not comfortable, we are not we are trying
Yeah,
to run away, so
yeah.
they treat us less than human. They will
Exactly.
never respect us.
No. Meanwhile, in Africa, there are all the resources. Why the
Yes,
Chinese are there? If there's nothing there, why are the Chinese coming? They are coming
exactly.
for the resources, gold,
That's it.
diamond, oil, everything is there.
Everything.
You know, everything is there. It's just a very small thing to change the whole politics. But I think I will find a way to join politics no matter. We know that people who are in charge, they don't want to let politics or let somebody in. That's a big problem. Mobutu was in Congo for how many years? From the time I was in school, I was hearing about Mobutu. Mobutu. I was in school. I saw the guy, with this leopard beret till he
Yes.
died. And all the money is in Switzerland. Try to ask for that money. You will never get it. It's more than 20
You
billion
know,
US dollars. You will never get it. When there was this country, Philippines, there was a lady, was president, Aquino. She asked Switzerland, because Marcos was before her, he put money in Switzerland. Aquino became president of Philippines. She asked for the money. They refused. Switzerland refused to give the money. Marcos died. All the money
they
stayed
won't
there.
give.
And Switzerland is
They won't
getting
give
richer. No, they won't. Only when
because they use
Netanyahu,
it.
yeah, Netanyahu asked for money, they got 2 billion Israel. You know this Netanyahu. I think he's still in the politics there in Israel. He asked Switzerland, and they
Yes.
got money, 2 billion US dollars, because he said that look, the money that is put there was stolen by Hitler, and they put it in Switzerland. That's why they go. But all the money like Mobutu, Marcos of the Philippines, they went and put the money freely. That's why nobody can get them. It's ridiculous. In Switzerland is getting rich when they don't have any resources, but they have billions of money from us. Mention one leader in Africa from the top, from Tunisia to the south, yeah, South Africa. Mention one leader that don't have money in Switzerland. If you find one that don't have money, I will send you $100. There's none. All of them. Jerry Lawrence, mention all. You know Jerry Lawrence, former president in Ghana. All of them, they have their
Yes.
money in Switzerland, in Zurich. There's a big problem we have. All the money must keep at home in Africa, not in Switzerland. What is the politic of Switzerland? We are neutral, right? That's what they are saying. They are neutral. They are not in the European Union. You know that. Switzerland is neutral. They are not in the European Union. They are not in NATO. They were not in the Warsaw Pact. They are in nothing. There's the politics they are using, and they are getting people money, and they are enjoying life. You know, I don't know. Try to get, for example, permission to stay in Switzerland. I think it's very difficult. I don't know exactly, but I think it will be more difficult than any other country in the world. If there are questions, you guys can ask, no problem.
So fam, you've been listening in on the conversation. If you have questions, drop questions. If not, then we'll call it a day.
Sometimes I was putting comments in your video.
What?
No, sometimes I was putting comments to your
Okay.
video. I was
I tried to.
working, then I saw this recommendation. That's why I joined the show.
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Yes. Okay. Fam, if there's no question, then we'll call it a day. Thank you all so much for
Yes.
tuning in.
Thank
I
you, Grace.
appreciate yeah.
Grace, I have a platform. I
Okay.
have a platform, but the one thing cannot be uploaded. Video cannot be uploaded. It's enter, say.com.
Is what?
Enter, like enter on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Enter, and then say, SAY. Say, enter,
S A
say.com. Let me
S
put it
A.
in the private chat.
Okay. Is it a website?
Yeah, it's a platform. Yeah. It's a social media. You can chat. There's also a function to call just like WhatsApp, but it's
Okay.
right now down. You can chat.
Okay.
You
Entersay.com.
you can send a message. You know,
Let me drop it here.
it's a social media platform. Only
Okay.
video cannot be uploaded. So I put the video off because it was give you a big problem. You know, I will
Okay.
try to fix the problem, the video problem, and then videos can be uploaded.
Okay. So
So
from that's his platform. I've dropped it there, entersay.com. Just
yes,
click on it, go support him as well. There is a South African man who has leadership abilities and the heart of a warrior. He believes in the creation of a united countries of Africa, one currency, no borders, and one language. Yes, I think you're referring to Julius Malema. All right. So thank you, fam, so much. Yes,
yes.
Julius Malema.
You can
Yes.
check also the platform. You can
Yes.
create even your account there.
Okay. Okay, I will check it.
In fact, you can do everything. A video call is not on, and video call like Skype is off.
Right.
I've put it off because it will cost me too much money to put it on when there are, almost nobody on it. And
Okay.
also, only chat is on. The chat is on, so you can chat
Okay.
freely also by phone. And later I will fix the video upload so that video can be uploaded also on it. That you can send
All
message,
right.
all those things. You can even sell products. Or you can buy on AliExpress and Amazon, Alibaba on that website, on that platform.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, God's
Yes, you're
plan of
welcome.
thank
Till next time. Eh?
you. All right. Bye.
Okay, bye bye all.
All right. So, fam, I'll see you. I'll see you guys in my next stream and in the course of the week because I have some videos I'll be uploading. Take care of yourself, stay safe, healthy, and be law abiding. Until I come your way again, let you praise. Peace.